Daniel 9 prophecy is a magnificent eschatological prophecy that delineates a critical aspect of the enslaved black people of the Western Hemisphere, which is the last stage of their sojourn as captives held by the United States government and white Americans. This final stage includes their deliverance from the grip of their mortal enemies, as well as the complete removal of their enemies from the earth's surface. This is indicated in Daniel 9, verses 26 through 27, through the work of the Messiah the Prince and the people of the Prince. In the sixth montage of the Daniel 9 prophecy series, Karriem Allah was shown as the fulfiller of the Messiah the Prince, who appears at the 69th year of the designated 70-year period of grace to announce the cutoff of the Messiah of Grace, the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. This occurred in April 2024. Also, in the sixth montage, the people of the Prince were identified as the seven angels mentioned in both the Bible and Quran, specifically in Revelation 8 and Surah 69 of the Quran, respectively. In an effort to complete the explanation of the fulfillment of this aspect of the Daniel 9 prophecy, it is prudent to pass Revelation 8, since it describes, in allegory, agreement among those involved in the execution of the final phase in Almighty Allah's deliverance of the black people of the Western Hemisphere. This prophetic scene spans verses 1 through 6 of Revelation 8. Verse 1 states, quote, "And when he, Lamb, had opened the seventh seal, there was silence in heaven about the space of half an hour," end quote. According to the messianic prophecies contained in the book of Revelations, the seventh seal is the final seal that must be opened or lifted by the Lamb of God before the scroll can be opened. This scroll, according to Karriem Allah, is the new Quran or new teachings written by the hand of Master Fard Muhammad, the Almighty Allah, the Supreme Being, who chose the black people of the Western Hemisphere to be the cornerstone of his eternal kingdom of peace. According to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, this scroll or book, which makes all things new, cannot be opened until Mr. Yaqub's civilization is destroyed completely, never to exist again, not even as a residue. Revelation 8 shows that the opening of the last seal, the seventh seal, initiates the final destruction of Mr. Yaqub's civilization. Here, it is expedient to answer the question, who was Mr. Yaqub? According to the teachings of Master Fard Muhammad, given to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad to make known to the earth's inhabitants, Mr. Yaqub was an original black man who manufactured, through a grafting process, the brown, yellow, and white races from the original black people. Before that time, only black people populated the earth. This fact has been substantiated by the scientists of this world. Also, according to the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Almighty Allah gave Mr. Yaqub a vision of the events that would end his wicked civilization administered by the synagogue of Satan through white Europeans and Americans. Who can deny the heinous and unimaginable atrocities against humanity that are at the foundation of Western civilization? The narrator of Revelation 8, therefore, is Mr. Yaqub, describing the termination of his civilization and manufactured race of devils. Regarding verse 1, what is meant by the space of half an hour? When did this space of half an hour occur? This time period was fulfilled through Karriem Allah's silence from May 2021, when he delivered his last message of his 7-year messianic assignment, to April 2024, when he announced Almighty Allah's wrath upon the nations of the earth. This 3-year time period was given to the nations of the earth to come into agreement with Karriem Allah's ministry that explained the Honorable Louis Farrakhan's presence as the Messiah and his imminent destiny as the Christ prophesied to establish Almighty Allah's eternal kingdom of peace. Moving to Revelation 8, verse 2, it states, quote, "And I saw the 7 angels which stood before God, and to them were given 7 trumpets." End quote. This also occurred within the designated space of half an hour, that 3-year period. This indicates that the 7 angels were preparing for the events that they were to execute after the 3-year period ended, which again was in April 2024. This is what is meant by agreement among those involved in the final destruction of this present world of evil. Continuing with Revelation 8 verses 3 and 4, it states, quote, "And another angel came and stood at the altar, having a golden censer, and there was given unto him much incense, that he should offer it with the prayers of all saints upon the golden altar which was before the throne. And the smoke of the incense, which came with the prayers of the saints, ascended up before God out of the angel's hand." End quote. This generally refers to the time period given to the nations of the earth to consider, acknowledge, and submit to Karriem Allah's ministry from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad regarding the Honorable Louis Farrakhan's function as the Messiah of grace and his future function as the Christ on the throne of Almighty Allah. More specifically, it refers to the preparation for Almighty Allah's vengeance against the United States and Europe for the brutal enslavement and murder of hundreds of millions of black people who are characterized as saints in verse 4. Revelation 8:5 is an allegory that encompasses Karriem Allah's April and May 2024 announcements of Almighty Allah's final wrath upon the United States and the nations of the earth. It states in this verse regarding Karriem Allah, quote, "And the angel took the censer and filled it with fire of the altar and cast it into the earth. And there were voices and thunderings and lightnings and an earthquake." End quote. The first part of this verse affirms that Karriem Allah's ministry was rejected by the nations of the earth, which brought the Honorable Louis Farrakhan's term as the Messiah of grace to an end. The phrase, "and there were voices and thunderings and lightnings," refers to the cataclysmic natural disasters, thus far born of Karriem Allah's April and May 2024 announcements of Almighty Allah's wrath. Enormous and unfathomable earthquakes are imminent, opening the way for the 7 angels to commence their work, according to verse 6, quote, "And the 7 angels which had the 7 trumpets prepared themselves to sound." End quote. Revelation 8 and 9 describe the events that ensue after 6 of the 7 angels sound their trumpets, while Revelation 11 describes what occurs when the 7th angel sounds his trumpet. Here, it is important to note that Revelation 11 contains the mystery regarding the identities of the 2 witnesses who are prophesied to destroy the world of Satan, while ushering in Almighty Allah's eternal kingdom of peace. These 2 witnesses are the same as the 2 messiahs delineated in the Daniel 9 prophecy. Both prophecies are fulfilled by the messianic tandem of the Honorable Louis Farrakhan and Karriem Allah.